Welcome back. I'm Colin Brister from ImageMX Photography. As you can see now, we've come out on track. Conditions today are going to be extremely hard for the riders in the middle of January. So yeah, quite hard conditions. First of all, we're going to do some corner shots. So my first setup is just a single direction shot. I use a lot of my lighting techniques as kind of sandwich lighting, where there'll be a light either side of the rider. This one is a nice easy corner for the riders. It's a long sweeping corner, so they'll be coming out lent, and what it's going to do is they're going to get to the point that I've already chosen, where I think it's going to be their best position in the turn, and that's when I'm going to take my shots. I've got two City 600 set up on the bail, nothing on the other side, so it's going to be more of a dramatic kind of lighting one side. One little tip if you're going to shoot new sports is just take 10 minutes out. When you get to a venue like this, just watch. What you're watching for is where the riders or the sports people are going to be in their best positions, and getting your camera straight out taking shots is great, but the problem there is you're not going to notice other things. You've just got this tunnel vision through the lens. So just take 10 minutes, have a look and see where the best positions are to shoot the sport that you've gone out to shoot that day. So I've taken up a position where I'm going to shoot from. So what I've got in front of me is a long sweeping curve, and the riders are coming out of a wood section, coming around, they're going to be coming towards me. I've got my lighting set up on the hay bales, as I showed earlier, just kind of pointing 45 degrees across the track. I never try to do it head on, just in case it is a distraction. I've been doing this 12 years now on racetracks, so again the setups are away from the line that you're going to be looking at. I race myself, so I kind of know where the rider will be looking, so I put it just out of sight to the edge. So setting wise, ISO at the moment we're a little bit grey. I've decided to choose ISO at 320. I find lighting works best between kind of 200 and 400 when working on a subject like this. Focus, I'm using IO servo, and it's slow shutter release on the trigger. I'm going to take one shot at a time, where I think that the rider's in the best position. I don't like to what I call machine gun subject, because I end up with, I am an event photographer, so I'm going to end up with a lot of images that go onto the computers later that have no use to me. So I want that one shot at a time. So as the rider comes in, I'll gauge my focus early on him. As he comes to the point I want him, that's where I'm going to take the shot on to the next rider and so forth. And the light should keep up with me the whole time. And again, back to settings then. So I'm shooting in aperture priority at the moment. It's a little bit lazy, but again, with the TTL system on the lighting, the camera and the lighting are working together, doing most of the work for me. From there, if I want to go creative, I can swap to manual. I use the aperture priority settings to give me an idea where to be, and then I can adjust from there while still shooting to gain the images I want. So aperture at the moment set 2.8 on the 7200. This will give me great depth of field as well. And they're always lovely and pin sharp. I can also, bring the shutter speed down. A lot of my shots with the lighting are frozen. It's the way that seems to be selling more for me. So a lot of my shots are there, but again, variation is everything. I can drop onto shutter priority and drop it down to slow motion as low as 1/40th of a second. So again, by giving a variation of shots to the riders, I'm going to get more sales. Both lights are grouped A and B, just so I can muck around with them separately. I've put the mode into ETTL system now, both on A and B. They're set just one stop extra on power, just to give me a bit more light where I think I'm going to need it. So again, if I need any adjustments, I can make it on his, or I can swap over to manual mode at any time that I want, or if it's too powerful, I can turn one of the lights off. So I've got all them variations. So that's with me camera set. So all I'm going to do now is we can get into position. As soon as the first riders come out, we'll see what we can capture. So I'm in a low position, just shooting across the top of the ground. And as the rider comes in, I can track them in and then take the shot. By shooting low, I'm giving the subject, again, more stature. This is what the drainage ditches are great for. I can just track him in, take the shot. And again, from here, I can change anything I like to get a bit more creative. So again, I'm just going to go 2 full stops under and go real dark. Nice. So what we've done now is we've just swapped over our position. I've come to the inside the corner, hopped up onto the hay bale. I've kept the lighting in the same position, and all I'm going to do now is use a 1022 on the 7D Mark II just to get a closer image kind of overhead, if anything. Let's see what we can capture. Settings for this, it's the same thing. ISO, I'm going to knock up to 320 and set the aperture as low as possible. So we've changed position, just come to a corner we used before, just want to redo it. So what we've done is, you know, like today is a real soggy day, so this inside corner is going to give us some great shots, plenty of mud. So the way I've set it up, we've got the 2 City 600s just with the standard reflectors on, one to catch the front, one to light up the back a bit for us. Again, I'm fighting some harsh sun here. And what I've done is just added the peaker, but I'll move that around as I feel I need to. I mean, they're really good little units. I can just position them where I like. Setting wise, we're still using the ISO 320, might cut that down a bit. And we're using the 7D Mark II 1022 lens. So we've come to the outside the corner now. I've swapped cameras, I'm on the 7200, and all we're going to do here is balance the lighting. So I've left the lights exactly where they were. They're going to light the inside of the rider. I'm going to balance that with the sun, and again, by keeping low and shooting, hopefully we'll get some fantastic shots. Also, as part of the gear today, we've been using the spike, which is something we've developed for a good few years now. It's several sizes, straight into the ground, really easy to put in, and they hold fast for me in most grounds, whether I'm in thick mud, sand, and a great little addition to your kit. These are both available from my website and from the Pixapro website.